Hitler was made Chancellor of Germany in 1933, and when Hindenburg, the President of Germany, passed away in 1934, Hitler became the Führer of Germany and leader of the Nazis. On the night of November 9, 1938, Nazi stormtroopers and German citizens attacked the Jews throughout Germany. They burned synagogues, destroyed businesses, and destroyed Jewish homes. This night was known as Kristallnacht. By 1942, the Nazis had established 6 death camps in Poland. One camp was called Auschwitz. The Nazis would load the Jews onto trains and bring them to these camps. During the Holocaust, 6 million Jews were killed by the Nazis. Meanwhile, the Germans attacked Poland in 1939, officially starting World War II in Europe. Germany's conquest continued throughout Europe, and they almost defeated the Allied forces. In 1941, Japan invades Pearl Harbor, destroying nearly 20 American naval vessels and almost 200 airplanes. This event brought America into World War II. The fighting continues, and in 1945, the Battle of Berlin marks the end of World War II. On April 30th, Adolf Hitler poisons himself, and his body is burned. Around 1874, King Leopold II began to create a colony of his own in the Congo. He sent Henry Morton Stanley, an American journalist, to travel throughout the Congo and make treaties with local people. Leopold's main goals were to gain economic success from the Congo's vast supply of rubber. In 1884, the Berlin Conference interfered to determine a system of splitting up African colonies equally between other nations. Leopold quickly set up a brutal system of forced labor. The need for rubber with the automobile and bicycle provided Leopold with a great way of obtaining money and economic success. Due to Leopold's cruelty to the African slaves, the African population was cut in half because of war, starvation, reduction of births, and disease. All these deaths were due to the greed of Leopold II. The historical significance, outcome, and long-term ramifications of my conflicts were that in World War II, there were new superpowers in the world. The US was on top. In imperialism in Africa, there were more negative outcomes because many Africans were killed and the African population was cut in half. The similarities between my two conflicts are that both of my conflicts were genocides. The Holocaust exterminated the Jewish race, while the Africans were killed by Leopold II. These conflicts shaped the modern world because we do not want to repeat history. We must learn from our mistakes.